Hey everybody, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather, I'm Director of Education here at Luminous. Guys, we are here each and every day for you, so you learn more and more about Luminous and what we have to offer. So as you can see, I have a very fancy background. So Andrew helped me a little bit, and actually he did it for me. But we now have a green screen, and so I can change my backgrounds. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Although I just went out of focus. Hold on. All right, let me come over a little closer. I think I'm going to have to move slowly, but all right. Hey, CJ, how are you? So let's get started. We did on the 10 o'clock, we did skincare. 11 o'clock, we did just eyeshadow and eyeshadow and lashes. I put on fake lashes, and I don't have anything on my face except some lip jelly, some of the pomegranate lip jelly. And so so we are going to airbrush now. I wanted to do it this way because I want to show you how easy airbrushing is and how it's very precise. It's not going to get all over my gorgeous bathroom or on my makeup or on my hair, eyeshadow, anything. It'll stay exactly where it's supposed to be. Like wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going. So, hey, Rebecca. So I'm Shake Up. I'm actually using shade 3 in Mystic. And blowing out, I had it soaking in water right now. Robin, it's my green screen that I have set up. It's kind of funny because at this monitor, I see the green, but on this monitor, I can have any setup. So it's kind of cool. So maybe we'll have like contests so you can pick what backgrounds I have now. Makes it a lot easier instead of having just that boring background. So there you go. All right. So I actually put my makeup in here. My stylus is on, so there is air that blows out. And so wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. But guys, it is a nice kiss of air. See that right there? It's like barely blowing my hair. It's not, you know, like all over your face. It's very nice. And so when you first get it, you can put water in here and kind of just practice and feel it, and not even pull anything back yet. Just barely pull back when we want to release the makeup. But right now, when you first get started, just hey, thank you, Patricia. Hey, Nisi, how are you? So you can kind of just feel what it's going to feel like, feel that air, feel the coolness, and then no product is being released until you pull back on this trigger. If you put water in here at first, you can practice with water, and that way it's, you know, all good. Oh, yeah. Joanne is asking, what primer did you use on your face? I missed it. So actually, Joanne, I haven't used any primer. In the 10 o'clock, I did the AM serum or the AM lotion, and that's all I've used today. You don't always have to use a primer. I would try it with, without, see which way holds better for you. Some people, they have to use a primer. Some people don't. Some people have to have velvet veil. Some people don't. Like it just depends. And you just have to experience it and see what's going to work better for you. Thank you, Elba. All right. So I can start on my forehead. I'm barely pulling back on this trigger. I'm just moving my bangs out of the way. And then when I go under my eyes, I do look up, but I angle my stylus down. So I'm looking up, angling my stylus down to get that coverage. I don't stay in one spot too long, but yet I'm not racing, okay? So I want y'all to pay attention. See this redness right here? Ooh, redness, redness. Watch this. Hey, Danica. I can make a couple of passes and then it's going to start going away. Now, I will tell you, because of, I might be running a fever right now. And so that's why my cheeks are a little bit redder than normal. But you can see how it starts going away. Again, not having to really do a lot, but because of the redness here, you can already tell like it's going away. But because this is where I want most of my coverage, I'm going to keep making those passes until I get the coverage that I want. Patricia asked, when using Velvet Veil, what order do you use it? You're going to use it first. So if you put on a lotion, an AM serum or the AM ignition lotion, you're going to do that first. And then you would put on the Velvet Veil right before you start airbrushing. All right. Danica, I'm so glad you said hello, girl. I miss you. I know you've been busy. All right. Going back and forth on this cheek right now to get that redness. And then you can see how it just starts evening out. It starts looking flawless. Flawless. So again, I only used about 5 or 6 drops. I did use a little bit more just because I didn't use any pre-coverage. So I didn't use eraser. I didn't use the CC concealer. I didn't use a peach color corrector. I didn't use any one of those. And so I went straight for the Mystic foundation, which gives me full coverage. I did cut my hair again. I did. If only it would make wrinkles go away. So Paula, girl, if we could make wrinkles go away, there would be no green screen. I would be in like Maui doing this live chat right now. But definitely what we would want you to do. And Paula, one thing you have to remember, girl, is when you are airbrushing, it's different than regular makeup. And so you don't want to focus on wrinkles and crinkles. Hit it and quit it. You want to be like, whoop, whoop, and then keep it going. So a lot of times, especially under my eyes, I will use airbrush, but I'll just go 1, 2, and then I blend it down. You can get as much coverage as you want, but you just want to like do a couple of sprays and then move it down. You can always go back and add more coverage if you need it, but go light. You know, as we age, guys, we're to use less makeup. As we, you know, when we're younger, we pile on the makeup to look older. And then when we're older, more mature, we want to wear less makeup. And airbrushing, using less makeup with airbrushing with Luminous, you're using 10 times less makeup. And so again, we have to retrain our brains. We're not doing traditional makeup. We're doing airbrushing. We're doing Luminous. So you're not going to really focus on those areas too long. You want to make passes. So with traditional makeup, if there's something we needed to cover, we would sit there and cover. With Luminous, that's not what you're doing. You're going to cover and move. And then go back to cover if you need to. So obviously most of my coverage is here. And so that I can concentrate my coverage there and not have to do as many passes on my forehead. It's still going to look flawless and still look amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Use Mystic if you have dry skin. So Patricia, that's kind of yeah, I mean, Mystic to me is it's just going to give you more coverage. That is a higher pigmented coverage. And so if you like your coverage, then use Mystic. For dry skin, you can use Mystic or Silk because Silk has anti-aging properties in it. It has your moisturizer primer. So it has everything you need as well. But honest to goodness, I could tell you like, okay, let me know what your skin does. And I could tell you, okay, and listen to me, I would say start with Mystic or start with Silk, because there's good like starting points, but until you understand what it does with your face and how you like it, you could change. Okay, so just know that those are starting points, and then if it's not doing what you want it to do, then let's try something else. Okay, so Patricia, she has Silk but needs more coverage. So Patricia, 2 options for you. You could stick with Silk but use the CC concealer. Use the CC concealer or the peach color corrector, because that's going to give you the higher coverage in your pre-coverage. Or you can go straight to Mystic, and you might not need the pre-coverage. Okay. Paula says, I'm finding that using less is more, and you don't need concealer, primer, or anything else. So Paula, that's exactly, sometimes you don't need the extra stuff. I mean, I do a lot of the extra stuff because I like to show you what it does and how to use it. But depending on your look and what you want, you might not have to use it. Hey, Connie, what I would do is I would need to see you, baby. And I can't see your shade. If you have mediums, if you're darker than me, then I would say start with a medium kit. We have 100% color match guarantee. So if you do get it home, but we give you several options. And that's the great thing about Luminez, is that you do have, like, I can color match me 24/7, 365 days a week, because I can mix colors together. I can create my own look, everything. And so so even if I have, like, if you have glow, and like I've actually started my foundation with a shade 12, which is super, super dark and not my color, and then fixed it, didn't take it off, but fixed it with my shade 2 and a 3. So it's very forgiving. So if you are darker than I am, Connie, I would go with our medium starter kit. 3 and 5 are going to be our most popular ones, and those are great ones to start out with. I'm going to use our Optics. This is our highlight and strobe. I'm going to get a little bit of shine on down my nose, and I do like a little there. If the makeup does its job, you're good. You're good. Oh. So Paula, I put makeup on my eyelids too. I airbrush. So a lot of times, especially when you're first starting out, I'm gonna blot my lips real quick. Get the foundation down. And so you can close your eyes. You can airbrush on your eyelids for sure. Just get it down. I use the airbrush foundation sometimes as a base for my eyeshadow. And so you can definitely do that. But yeah, I mean, that hasn't changed. Oh, hello from the Philippines. Well, Maria, you say you may not, you said, so I know it will never work. Why do you think it won't work on you, babe? Why would you? Yeah, Paula, I mean, a lot of times, I do my eyes, you can change it up. You know, it's been up until recently that people started to do eyes first just to help with fallout. And so fallout meaning any eyeshadow that falls. You do not have to do it. A lot of people don't. It's a preference, so it doesn't matter. But Maria, why don't you think it would work on you, sweetie? It works on everybody. All right, so now I'm going to grab my standard. Hello, Melissa. I'm going to grab my lip vinyl, and this is the liquid lipstick in Ballet Pink. And I love this one because it's just a really good, like, staple. Oh, Christina, what happened, girl? So sometimes people say that it broke, like their stylus broke. I'm going to tell you something real quick. Hold on. Let me get my lips on so I can talk. All right. I'm going to tell you something. In shipping, sometimes this stuff, it'll come loose just from around the, you know, in the truck and everything. So if you, and they might have had you do this, but if you take the tail off, make sure that this guy is screwed on, not super tight, but just screwed on, and make sure this guy is too. And make sure that needle's all the way in there. Sometimes that could be an issue. So before you call and all that, just make sure that that is tight, because even the vibrations of the, I'm cleaning my stylus right now. Even the vibrations of the machine will make it loose sometimes. And so you just have to check it every once in a while. Oh no, Maria. So Maria, the one good thing about Dinah uses Luminous too. One great thing about our stylus is that it blends everything for you. So it just, you're just airbrushing it on. Oh yay, go Melissa. It does take practice. It does. Exactly, Melissa. It blends everything for you. Lori says, I love my Luminous. Yeah, guys, it's honestly, and we're very upfront about this. This is a whole new way of putting on makeup. You're using a tool. You're not touching your face. And so it's, you know, it's a new way. And so don't expect to be an expert the very first time you do it. Come back to our live chats, learn, ask me questions. You don't hear just from me, but you'll hear from a lot of people on here. So put your drops in here, airbrush it on, keep practicing. We tell you to do the 7-day challenge. And that's when you first get it, use it 7 days in a row. By that 7th day, you'll have it down. You'll learn each and every time you have this in your hand. And I would say even have a day that you can mess up, that you can just have some fun and mess up. Airbrush on your daughter, airbrush on your mom, airbrush on your sister, because putting it on somebody and you're able to see it is different than airbrushing, but it gives you a different view of how it works. It really is amazing, guys. I don't have that kind of note. Oh, girl, Maria, I promise, girl, you can do it. It is paraben free. I did use, Patricia, I did use the Nude and Naughty. I used the Nude and Naughty, and then I used our concealer as a primer. So Maria, with your eyes, baby, just do a color right at the the lash line, and you can do mascara or lashes, and that will work. We can always create a crease, but we can make your features pop, baby. All right. We got a lot of questions today. I love it. Maybe everybody's loving my background, I think. Who knows what we'll have tomorrow? All right. So tomorrow, guys, remember 10, 11, and 3 is when we come on. Tomorrow, I'm going to be a little late because I need to go get some medicine. So I will be in after the doctor. And so make sure if you're on Facebook, like us, because that way it will pop up when we're on. And then if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And again, that way it pops up when we are on and you're able to ask questions in real time. I try to get everybody. And again, not only are you going to hear from me, but you're going to hear from other users. So you'll love it, guys. You'll love it. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I will see you back here tomorrow. All right. Bye for now.